Hey guys, welcome to another episode of PIR Insight. As you can tell, I'm really excited for today's episode because I got something so special that I want to share with you. This is a series where I share with you the latest news, updates, and new developments in the market, and we are going to be talking about the Thomson View En Bloc. Now, some of you might have already heard about this. You might be watching it right now. There's a lot of excitement and hype behind this particular development. And today, I'm going to be sharing with you why there are so many eyeballs watching this development. So first, how are we going to go through today's episode? We'll be going through the project information, rapid fire style. I'll be sharing with you interesting facts about Thomson View and this particular en bloc itself. We'll be looking at a pricing analysis using a past, present, future framework to evaluate whether or not the pricing will present an opportunity. And of course, at the end, I'll share with you reasons why I will buy or maybe will not buy Thomson View. Hey guys, before we move on with the video, you see the like button over there? I think it's pretty lonely. Do me a favor, hit that like button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help to grow this channel. Thank you very much. Now back to the video. So first, let's take a look at the project information. Now, I'm going to be synonymously using the word Thomson View En Bloc because the developer has not confirmed a name for this new development that's going to be replacing it. So just bear that in mind as I'm going through this. Now, this Thomson View En Bloc almost fell through, but it managed to push through in the end, right? So there was a lot of back and forth. It managed to push through, so congratulations to the developers. UOL and Capital Land, through a joint venture, they actually managed to secure this Thomson View En Bloc for $810 million. And what's interesting is that this is actually 12% below the original reserve price that the owners of Thomson View wanted to sell it for. So congrats to UOL and Capital Land for securing it at a discount. Now let's have a look, despite all these ups and downs, why were UOL and Capital Land so keen to secure this plot of land? Now, there are a few factors. Number one, I do believe it's because it's the largest condo in the vicinity with the potential to yield around 1,240 units. Another reason is that this plot of land is just beside the Upper Thomson MRT. It is 1 kilometer to Ai Thong Primary School. And in the last decade, there's been no new condominiums in this entire location. So I think as a developer, that presents a lot of USPs that you can potentially sell if you buy up this plot of land. So let's go through some interesting facts about this Thomson View En Bloc. Number one, this location is actually 1 kilometer to Ai Thong Primary. And why is this important? It's because Ai Thong Primary is the top 16 primary school in Singapore based on popularity. That is how popular this school is. Another reason is that it is just beside the Upper Thomson MRT, with the exit almost at your doorstep of the condominium itself. So being an owner here, I think that's going to be extreme convenience that you get to enjoy. The Thomson Plaza is also just crossing the overhead bridge and you will get there already. And Thomson Plaza is kind of like a central hub for all the residences within this vicinity. Why is that so? You can find a lot of shops there that is going to be benefiting you in terms of the amenities for day to day. For example, there's Daiso, there's Kofu if you want to drop by for lunch through the weekend. There's a Guardian there, there's a Fair Price Finance, and if you want to bring your kid there for some fun, it's a Cow Play Cow Moo arcade as well, and many other shops. But as you know me, I'm very investment focused, so let's look at some investment factors. Now, one of the reasons why I'm so excited and waiting for this Thomson View En Bloc is because this is a highly profitable location. So what do I mean? Let's look at some of the condos around this area. We have Thomson Impressions, 3-bedroom over here making $560,000 in 3 years. 2 bedrooms making $260,000, right? So they basically meet that benchmark of 100K per year, which is fantastic. Another one, Thomson 3, also nearby. 3 bedrooms making $598,000, 1 bedroom making $170,000, 2 bedrooms making $270,000 to even $350,000, all within a span of 3 years. So congrats to all these owners. With Flame Tree Park, 3 bedrooms over here making upwards to even $2 million after holding for 30 years, right? On the short end, making $858,000 after holding for only 4 years. So wow, very profitable location. We have Thomson Grand, 3 bedrooms making $502,000 in 3 years. 2 bedrooms making $390,000 in 3 years. And we talk about my favorite development in this area, right? I recommended it to a lot of clients, even though at that time, the mindset was this property is so expensive in the brand new market. But the same phenomenon that we're seeing right now was happening back then as well, where the new launches were selling at resale prices. So Jadescape is the one that I highly recommended, and you can see the 3 bedrooms here outperform all the previous ones. The 3 bedrooms over here making $886,000 in the span of 6 years. 2 bedrooms making $414,000 just in the span of 3 years. So very impressive returns. Alright, so congratulations if you were one of my clients who took my advice and bought Jadescape. Now let's have a look at some of the pricing analysis using a past, present, future framework. So guys, you know the drill. I always want to go through the land plot itself first to work out the break even. Now what is different over here is that because Thomson View is an en bloc, not a government land sale, there's actually more costs that go into the purchase that the developers have to pay for. So just to go through a little bit slower and elaborate some of the important points that you want to take note of. So based on the old land plot, the estimated old size for the GFA is about 1,059,000 square feet. The new size for the GFA is going to be about 1,134,000 square feet, right? So the difference is about 75,000 square feet extra that the developer can build. Based on the land betterment charge the developer has to pay, it's going to be roughly an estimated $41.152 million. But the developer also needs to top up the lease back to 99 years, and that works up to an estimated of almost $400 million. So even though the highest bid made by UR and Capital Land is $810 million, if we include the LBC charge and also the lease top-up that the developer has to do, it works out to around $1.247 billion cost, which brings the PSF the developer paid for the bid to be $1,178 PSF PPR. Now based on this, right, other fees the developer has to go for, their break-even will most likely be around $2,236 PSF. And if you put a 15 to 20% markup, that means we are potentially looking at a sale price of around $2,571 PSF to $2,683 PSF. So my forecast is that the developer will most likely launch at around $2,600 to $2,700 PSF. And because the development is most likely going to be launching next year, you can use this as a very good reference and guide for your property decision. Now let's move on to the pricing analysis. First, we must look at the past prices over here. We have Jadescape, 3 bedroom at 1,055 square feet transacted for $2,541 PSF, or a price tag of $2.68 million. We have Thomson Grand transacted for $1,908 PSF, or a price tag of $2.587 million. We have Thomson 3 transacted for $2,107 PSF, or a price tag of $2.199 million. With Thomson Impressions transacted at $2,134 PSF, or a price tag of $2.55 million. With Bishan Point transacted at $1,823 PSF, or a price tag of $2.158 million, bringing the average past prices of properties in this particular location to $2,103 PSF, or a price tag of $2.435 million. Now let's take a look at some present prices. So this is where I'll be looking at properties that just TOP or new launches currently on the market. We have Penrith, 3 bedrooms over here transacted at $2,722 PSF, or a price tag of $2.547 million. We have Chuan Park, 3 bedrooms over here transacted for $2,631 PSF, or a price tag of $2.691 million. With Emerald at Katong, transacted at $2,746 PSF, or a price tag of $2.809 million. With Elsa in Clementi, transacted for $2,813 PSF, or a price tag of $2.604 million, bringing the average present prices of properties to $2,728 PSF, or a price tag of $2.663 million. So already I believe you can see that based on the present prices being transacted, Thomson View is a very attractive opportunity. But let's not stop there, let's add future prices. And Thomson View to me is located in what I call a prime OCR, almost a city finish style property already. And when we look at prime OCR prices, alright, we have Chuan Grove GLS. Based on the price the developer bought the land, they will probably going to have to launch on the lower end at already $2,866 PSF. We have Bayshore Road GLS, same thing over here. Based on the price the developer bought the land, on the low end, they're probably going to launch at $2,887 PSF, bringing future prices on average it's going to cross about $2,877 PSF, maybe even touching the $3,000 PSF mark. in the prime OCR area. So this to me shows me that Thomson View En Bloc does present a huge opportunity. That's why I'm really so excited for it. But that being said, that doesn't mean that every single unit in Thomson View can be purchased. So bear that in mind when making your decision. Now, let me share a few reasons why I will buy or will not buy Thomson View En Bloc. So first, reasons why I will buy Thomson View En Bloc is because this is a highly profitable location. The track record for properties here is very good, even for the very old ones. So that's something I like to see. Secondly, it is a large development. This means there's going to be better facilities. Better facilities will attract families. Families attract dual income. Dual income means higher selling price. So this to me is something that I always look for. I always label this type of developments called family-oriented condo. And that's one of the things I look at when selecting condos for my clients. The Thomson View En Bloc is conveniently located right beside the MRT. It is 1 km to Ai Thong Primary. So these two are factors that naturally attract people already. And one of the major investment plus points to me is that you have to buy a brand new property like Thomson View at 2024, 2025 prices. Time machines don't exist, but a pricing opportunity at Thomson View does. Now I'll share a few reasons why I will not buy the Thomson View En Bloc. So if I'm someone who's very particular about the estate that I'm staying in, the Thomson View En Bloc is actually nearby to a very huge industrial estate. So that might affect the feel, the vibes of the place. And if I'm not someone who can accept that kind of vibes, then this is not the location for me. Now, another reason is that the entire road along Upper Thomson is a very heavily used road. So if you are someone who drives and commutes, especially during peak hours, that can constantly be jammed, which might become a frustration as well. That being said, I think you know where I stand with the Thomson View En Bloc. So if you like this video, you appreciate the analysis and like the way I think and analyze properties, and maybe you're thinking, hey, Ian, could you help me to review my property portfolio? Well, I'll leave my number on the screen over here, and we can get in touch so you can arrange a one-to-one consultation with me. Now, it does take me a lot of effort, a lot of time to create videos like this just for you. So do me a favor, guys. See the like button over there? Help me to like it and share this with someone who's also patiently waiting for the Thomson View En Bloc launch. And maybe comment down below what are some of your favorite foods that you like to eat along Upper Thomson. Now, this is Ian Teo, the top 1% Realtor, signing out.